Hi, I am Anshul from GoFodo.com. Here we have something different that makes for an interesting objective question, by the way. It was asked in CAT 2003. There are two parameters, perimeter and area. We are going to compare one of them, keeping the other same in all these figures. All these figures have same perimeter. Let's say the perimeter is P for all these figures. And we have to compare their areas. We have to arrange these figures in increasing order of area. Basically, same question can be asked in another way, as a wire of length P is molded into each of these figures one by one, and which figure will have maximum area. Let's start with this triangle first. Perimeter is what? Sum of three sides. Sum of three equal sides is P. Each side will be P upon 3. Area of equilateral triangle is root 3 upon 4 side square. That is root 3 upon 4 P by 3 whole square, which is root 3 upon 36 P square. Now here, sum of all sides is P. Each side will be P upon 4. Area will be side square, that is P square upon 16. For hexagon, each side will be P upon 6 and area will be, well, a hexagon can be divided into 6 equilateral triangles. So area is 6 times area of one equilateral triangle, that will be root 3 upon 4 side square. Side is P by 6 whole square. And this will come out to be root 3 P square upon 24. Circle's perimeter. Circle's perimeter is what? Circle's perimeter is same as circumference of the circle. So perimeter is equal to 2 pi r. R is equal to P upon 2 pi. And area is pi r square. R is P upon 2 pi whole square. This will be P square upon 4 pi. And if I put pi as 22 upon 7, this will be 7p square upon 88. Now let's compare these areas. We have obtained all four areas. Let's compare them. Let's start with this second and third area, third value that we have obtained. We have p square upon 16 and root 3 p square upon 24. Root 3 is 1.73. If in place of 1.73, if I take 1.5, if I take value of root 3 as 1.5, then 1.5 upon 24 is what? P square upon 16. This will be P square upon 16. If root 3 was 1.5, but root 3 is more than 1.5, root 3 is 1.73. That means this area will be more than P square upon 16. So basically, area of hexagon will be more than area of square. Next, let's simplify this. 7 upon 88, if I cancel it, it will be a little more than 12. So this overall figure will be a little less than P square upon 12. Okay. So little less than P square upon 12. That means the area will be more than P square upon 16. 16 is greater than 12. This denominator is smaller, then the area will be bigger. So P square upon 12 is much greater than P square upon 16. This area of hexagon was slightly greater than P square upon 16. Area of circle is much greater than P square upon 16. That means this area will be greater than area of hexagon. And here we have root 3 P square upon 36. 36 is much bigger denominator than 16 and 24. So 36 is much bigger than 24. So root 3 P square upon 36 will be much smaller than root 3 P square upon 24. Area of this triangle will be much smaller than area of this hexagon. Area of a square is little smaller than area of hexagon. Area of triangle is much smaller than area of hexagon. So this will be the sequence. Actually, they are already arranged in increasing order of their area. If you look at the trend, we have three-sided polygon, then four-sided polygon. Now if regular pentagon was also to be included, it will come somewhere here between square and hexagon. Then we will have heptagon, octagon and so on till circle. A circle can be treated as polygon with infinite sides. Now let's change the question a little bit. What if the area is same? If the area is same and we have to arrange them in increasing order of perimeter, then the order will get reversed. The order will be just the reverse of this. We will have a circle with the smallest perimeter, then hexagon, then a square, and then triangle. Okay. For a fixed area, circle will have minimum perimeter. There is one more explanation for this question other than assuming P and solving for different areas. If you fold a wire into any shape and try to make a soap bubble by blowing air into it, it will form a sphere only rather than cube or any other shape. Take a wire of any shape. If you make a soap bubble, it will form a sphere only, right? Because the surface tension of the bubble will make it shrink as much as it can, keeping the air volume inside fixed. So out of cube, cuboid, cylinder and sphere of same volume, sphere will have minimum surface area. Similar concept is applied here. For two-dimensional figures, for fixed area, circle will have minimum perimeter. Let's look at another logic for this first question. Circle has infinite lines of symmetry. It could be folded along any of these lines and its parts will properly overlap. Basically, circle is the most symmetrical figure of all. And for a given perimeter, a symmetrical figure will have maximum area. Let's take another question. An equilateral triangle, a right triangle and a random obtuse triangle all have same perimeter. Which one will have maximum area? Now out of all these triangles, equilateral triangle is most symmetrical of all and it will have maximum area. We just saw symmetrical figure with same perimeter have maximum area. So equilateral triangle will have maximum area. A more detailed proof for this is given in the description. Do check it out. That's all for this video on different figures and their area comparison. Thank you.